This week marked the first 500 days of Donald Trump's presidency, or what I like to call the first 500 days of Donald Trump's presidency. I celebrate a little each day. Here's tape. Always works. Yeah. That's me. 500 days. 500 days since the media's nervous breakdown began. A lot of stuff happened since then, especially for you in your life. That's what matters, not us, you. And no matter what the media says, life went on without the predicted catastrophes. Your life either stayed the same or it got better. And if it got worse, I blame Obama. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Stop, don't applaud. But terrible people. Terrible people. But even if nothing changed, that's not what was predicted. The trumpets of doom warned of financial meltdowns, civil wars, and nuclear Armageddon. Instead, we have peaceful prosperity, lower taxes, a real chance with North Korea, a booming economy, and as an added bonus, Kathy Griffin went stone bonkers. Thank you, Mr. Trump. It's an incredible age. All right, even if the media can't see it or refuses to. So, if this is how the media acts now, imagine how they would be acting if things were actually bad. Really hates phones. In the middle of all this good news, the media, they search for bad. They're like those pigs that dig for truffles, except they're the press, and those truffles, they're stories like, "Where's Melania?" "Oh, there's Melania." "Never mind about Melania." Meanwhile, you shrug. The media complaining about how the news create unease, that's like a mosquito complaining about malaria. A fruit bat whining about rabies. A rock star deploring chlamydia. The media spreads the malaise. Now, clearly, they got to report on bad stuff, but isn't it obvious how frequently they avoid the good? And then they have the nerve to run stories saying that bad news makes you sick. No, it's not bad news that makes you sick. It's you are bad news that hurts. When each negative story paints you, the viewer, as the villain. Is the climate warming? It's your fault, you selfish consumer. Rising inequality? It's you, evil capitalist pig. There's an earthquake in Peru? It's 'cause you're fat. Frankly, it's not good for America being told hourly that America sucks. If only there was a solution for this, and a solution that somehow involves a dolphin.
Racist, or they're
yes.
The people who vote, all the people who voted for Donald Trump. Are
yes.
We live in a culture that hates women, just hates us.
This is depressing. The world is terrible, and it's all my fault.
The polar bear population has declined for the 4th year in a row, and yes, it is all your fault, Tom.
What?
Yeah, you, Tom Shalhoub. You heard me. All this bad news is your fault. You're destroying the earth, and you're a heartless bigot. In short, you suck, and you're a horrible human being.
Man, I feel sick.
Great. Then I've done my job.
Sounds like someone needs an It's Not Your Fault dolphin.
Do I even want to know what that is?
The It's Not Your Fault dolphin is a normal-sized dolphin that has been genetically altered to the size of a person and given legs. So when you find yourself sick from all the world's bad news, we'll be there to remind you otherwise. Like during your morning commute.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Thank you.
Or when a coworker tries to bum you out.
If you're still driving to work, you obviously hate the planet.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Or even when you least expect it.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Wow, that sounds annoying, but I guess it beats all the sickness and sadness.
So get the It's Not Your Fault dolphin today. Order now and we'll throw in a free It's Gonna Be Okay shark.
Just to let management know, no drugs were taken when we came up with that idea. So everything is viewed through the same filter born from academia, which now infects news and entertainment, and it creates only one conclusion, that you are the oppressor. If that doesn't make you sick, it should. Because right now, if you look around, things are pretty good. We now have more jobs available than we have jobless. I've never heard of that before. That sounds like good news, right, MSNBC? Never fails. Never fails. Bottom line, the media trying to diagnose what's really at fault can only be done with a mirror. They need to look at it and not just use it to do lines off. The media is the progressive hammer. The media is the progressive hammer, and anything that appears successful to them becomes a nail. No wonder we all have headaches.